Hey guys, so today I'm going to be sharing this recipe with you guys. So this is a cow meat or beef rather. So I usually make this soup for my 3 years old. This is like one of the best soup I always make for my son. But this can be eaten by anybody anyway. But my other kids, they don't like vegetable. Whenever I make vegetable stew or soup or okra like this with loads of veg, they don't like it. So I'm lucky with my last child. It's just like me. So whenever I make any kind of soup in the house, I always make sure I make this okra and spinach soup together. So the first thing I do, I'll blend some okra and spinach together in the blender. Then I'm going to also grate. Is it grate I should call that? No, it's not grate. Chop, yeah, chopper. So I'm going to use my manual chopper to chop some of the vegetables, which is I'm using spinach in this case. You can use any vegetable. You can use kale, you can use pumpkin leaf, whatever vegetable you like or the one that is available around you. So, but I always love to use spinach. Spinach for me is my go-to vegetable. So I'm using spinach and okra. So I blended the okra and spinach together. Then I chop some of them in my chopper. So I'm going to cut the beef in like bite sizes because I'm particularly making this soup for my child so that he will be able to pick the meat easily. So I'm cutting all of them in bite sizes after boiling it. So the next thing I do, I'm going to take out this chopped okra and spinach. I chopped it together, guys, so I'm just showing you. And that is the blended one. Give this soup a try. You can also eat it. It doesn't really matter, but I try to make this special for my child because I'm not going to be adding any spice, no pepper, rather. So it's not going to be spicy at all. This is really good. You can also make the blended spinach and okra and put stew on it like ewedu, like the Yorubas would do it. So I'm going to be adding some red bell peppers and long pointy pepper. Yeah, I don't know what that pepper is actually called, but it's the long one, the long pointy peppers, and red bell pepper as well. So I'm going to blend, I'm going to chop them, not blending. Yeah, so you can also add tomatoes if you like, but on this day I didn't have any tomatoes in the house, so I'm just skipping the tomatoes. But tomatoes is also very nice with it. You can chop your tomatoes, your red bell pepper and your red pointy pepper. Okay, so but if you are making this for the whole house or for yourself, then you can add the scotch bonnet pepper. But because this is for my toddler, I'm skipping any scotch bonnet pepper. Yeah, so I'm using red oil. I'm going to bleach the palm oil a little bit. Then after bleaching, I'm going to go ahead to fry. Yeah, so yeah, I'm just frying my chopped pepper. Yeah, red bell pepper and pointy pepper. I just woke up, guys. This voice note might be all over the place. Yeah, so if you watch this video to this point, how are you guys doing? Thank you for all of my new subscribers here on YouTube and on Facebook. I'm on Facebook, guys, and I'm on YouTube. If you are watching this from YouTube or you are watching it for Facebook, please, if you are on Facebook, please go to YouTube and support me. It's the same. If you are watching from YouTube, please go to Facebook and support me. It's the same name at Linda's Reality. So after frying that, I'm going to add the meat. Yeah, I cut them in bite sizes. Yeah, so I'm going to give this a good stir. I'll test. So I'm not going to be adding a lot of what's it called? Is it mangi I should call it now or whatever, because I already parboiled the meat nicely with salt and pepper, with salt and mangi right here. So yeah, I'm just trying to position the camera properly so that I can you guys can see very well. So I'm just cleaning my gas cooker. Yeah, so I'm going to be adding the blended. You see, this thing is really nice. You can make the soup just like this and cook a separate stew just like the Yorubas would do it for your ewedu. Like if you live in abroad and you don't have ewedu around you, you can use spinach and okra, blend it together just like this, and your ewedu is ready, and you cook your stew by the side, and yeah, that's it. I do that sometimes. Yeah, so I'm going to give this a good miss. So yeah, then now it's time to add the chopped okra and the spinach. Yeah, chopped the okra and spinach, so I'm going to add them. Try to stir it to loosen it up. So you can use any protein of your choice, but like I said, because this soup is particularly for my child, I'm using beef here. So, and I cut them in bite sizes for him. Yeah, so I'll give this a good mix and a good stir. So I also chop some spinach separately, yeah, because I realized that I didn't have enough. So I'm just adding more of meat stock. So I realized I didn't have enough vegetables, so I had to chop more vegetables on it. Yeah, so that is why I also have more spinach in my chopper, because I chopped that at off camera. So now it's time for me to add the last chopped spinach. This process is also very important because you want that crunch. You don't want to overcook all of your vegetables. That is also the reason why I'm also doing this last, so that you can have loads of enough nutrients in your vegetables. Yeah. So I'll open it up after the soup is really done now. It's like practically ready. So the soup is ready. So I'm going to add this chopped spinach last. Remember, I also chopped some spinach with the okra, so I'm going to just add this last for more nutrients from the vegetable, you see. So I'm just positioning my camera. So now this, then my soup will be ready. Then the next thing I'm going to do is to just dish them out in bowls. You can see I already placed my bowl there, so I'll just dish them out in bowls. Trust me, this soup normally doesn't last up to a week for my son, because he loves this soup and he loves vegetable. So that is why I thought to share, so that maybe any mom out there can try it for their child. My son, whenever you serve him, is always going to finish the vegetable before he eats his swallow. So I'm just going to portion them in this my storage can. Yeah, so I'm going to be putting them in the freezer. I'll bring them out at a time whenever he needs to have a swallow. Yeah, this is it. Trust me, guys, you want to give this soup a try for your child or for yourself. Like me, I'm eating healthy now because I'm currently on a weight loss journey, so I also eat this soup as well, because it's all green, it's all vegetable. So yeah, I made some. Normally my son loves oat swallow. I always make him oat swallow, but I was just too lazy today, so I just quickly made him pounded yam in the microwave. Yeah, so I have to blend the oat swallow, but I'm already worn out already today because I just came back from work. This is my off time, so I just made it in pounded yam swallow. He likes it as well, but majority of the times we're always eating oat swallow in my house. So I'm going to cut them for it to be easy for him to eat it. Yeah. So who else has a toddler? You see him giving me orders. He's picking the cartoon that he wants to watch. He's not going to take a bite until he gets his cartoon. Who else has a toddler who doesn't eat without watching a cartoon? So now he has started eating. You guys are going to see. He's going to lick all of the soup. As soon as he tastes the soup for the first time, the next thing he will do is to finish up all of the soup. Yeah, before he will go to start eating. Before he's going to start eating the swallow. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, he's eating. You see, yeah, he has licked all of the soup. Look at him licking soup and leaving the swallow away. I'm going to come and add more soup. That's why I said that soup doesn't last up to a week for him, because it's always like licking the soup first before he goes to the swallow. Sometimes he will even be full from licking soup, because this is vegetables. See, he's asking for more. So I'm going to give him more soup. Can you see that? And he's going to go ahead to start licking and taking the swallow. Bye.